After they stabbed me in the back.
It's a child, that's a child!
So you willing to press charges?
Pressing charges.
Yeah, come to me, there's an opening right here!
Working on the scene up close is nothing like reading about it. You clock in and day out, working to keep the peace and people safe, and sometimes those days are more difficult to get through than others. They're responding to a call where an elderly citizen has supposedly wandered off into it. That's a terrifying situation. If someone who doesn't have it all together, the last thing you want is for them to be alone in a wild environment.
I found her. She's in the draw behind the house. Mary, just stay put.
You need help?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, and I've got the dog with me too. So she's about 20 feet down in the embankment. Good boy, Buzz. Good boy.
Thankfully, as the authorities confirmed, K-9 Officer Buzz was instrumental in their search and may have been the only thing keeping things together.
Tiffle. Are you okay, Mary? Mary, are you okay? Good boy, Buzz. Hey, that's a good boy. That's my good boy. Just stay put, Mary. We're gonna come find you. It's the sheriff's office, okay? All right, are you okay? Okay. She is responding to me. We just gotta get, if I can get to her somehow.
Hey, we're gonna get you some help.
Okay?
Some days, though, are more difficult, with less happy endings. The story of a van life influencer, Gabby Petito, was well covered as it took social media and news outlets by storm. Many people treated it like a live stream of a future true crime case.
You want to place your vehicle in the park and go ahead and turn it off for me?
Unfortunate as the circumstances and eventual end might be, how would it feel to know you might have been the last chance to intervene? Quickly, the duo explained that they were camping and had spent much of the morning fighting.
What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday and camping got flies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from driving, I'm sorry.
This officer from the Moab, Utah police caught what is likely some of the final pieces of footage of Gabby Petito right before she disappeared. Gabby is visibly distraught. The officer quickly shifted his attention to her, making sure she was okay or figuring out what was happening. It's safe to say that he was probably thinking about her safety and well-being, something that, as it turns out, isn't exactly founded on nothing.
You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some days I have really bad OCD, and I was just cleaning and straightening up the back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him, I just like, I guess my vibe is like, you're like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I've just been really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I used to work at an organic juice bar, but I just quit my job.
Okay.
I was a nutritionist. That's my job.
Cool.
And I just quit my job to travel across the country.
But as Gabby details her experience, the dangerous behavior becomes apparent. She's distraught and he tried to bar her from re-entering the car earlier.
We've just been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before. And then
Why wouldn't he let you in the car? Because
he
of
told
your
me
OCD?
He told me I needed to calm down. Yeah. But I'm perfectly calm. I'm calm all the time, and he really stresses me out. And
While we know that this is far from normal domestic abuse, the cop can't know that.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't I sit you down in the back seat of my car? You're not in any trouble, okay? I'm not going to be putting handcuffs on you. You obviously don't have any weapons. I'm going to get you into the air conditioning, let you take a breath, relax a little bit, and then I'll come back and talk to you in a few minutes, okay?
okay.
All right.
He does what he can, let Gabby cool down in the back of his car and give the couple a chance to return to normal before she eventually can rejoin her fiancé. But thankfully, almost as often, we find clips of the happy endings. The missing people who are found and get to go home.
Come to me! Yeah, come to me, there's an opening right here. Come on, kids, come to me! I have the kids. If you want to track my radio location, I'm going to take them out to 224.
True heroes at work, this early morning rescue in Montgomery catches the moments as this deputy and a volunteer find a trio of missing children.
Yes, sir. I have all
Jesus
3
is good,
children.
ain't he? Ain't Jesus good?
He's good. Kids, I'm the police. Are y'all ready to get out of the woods? Come on, buddy.
Let's get out of here. You got cheeseburgers in your car?
We're going to get something to eat.
The officer quickly ensures the kids are okay, even going as far as to wrap one of the smaller ones in his jacket. When kids wander into the woods, you never know how it'll go. Children can't protect themselves against the wild, but the elements can be just as dangerous.
Wrap your arms around it. You're going to have to hold it up. You got it? All right, come on. Let's get out of these woods. Y'all hear the siren? We're going to go to the siren, okay? We're going to take it slow. You going to be able to make it? You need some help? Come on. Here, let's pick this. Grab hold of that. There you go.
You're really strong.
Am I really strong?
Stuck all night, wet and cold, the children would be more than justified being afraid, but surprisingly, the trio seems to be in high spirits.
You good? Let's powerhouse, okay? I got you, bud. You're gonna be good. All right, let's wait.
Got it, Blue.
We're gonna keep picking it up. You got it? Hey, you're doing good, bud. Great job.
I'm trying my best.
You're doing a great job. Little ma'am, you're doing a good job too.
And now let's try our best.
Bodycam footage can really capture moments that no one else could, catching people at their worst and sometimes their most vulnerable. 2 people approach the officer answering questions. The man explains he'd gotten in the middle of a domestic situation. A woman on the edge of tears explains that she wants to press charges against her long-term partner, who she can't seem to confirm whether he is or isn't on substances.
We've been together for 16 years.
Okay, husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend?
Wife or girlfriend, you're fine.
You want to press charges?
Yeah, I do. I want to.
I just pulled over and make sure she's okay.
Do you have a lighter?
No, I don't have a lighter. Is he on anything that you know of?
Not that I know of, no.
At this point, all we know is that he's been physically abusive towards her, and for that, the officer has to investigate.
Hello.
Put your hands behind your back. Stay seated. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
The officer wastes no time when he approaches the man in the red sweater, the alleged attacker. He cuffs him, asking him to recount exactly what happened.
Where were you hitting her?
I did. See the blood on me?
You guys were in a mutual combatant?
No.
His story doesn't quite align with hers. The officer tries to confirm that it was a mutually combative situation, which the man denies.
You had anything to drink?
Yes.
How much?
Probably about 4 or 5 shots. But I wasn't driving.
Someone had to drive to get here. Don't say anything, please.
She was driving and she had more than I did. If you want to give her blood, then I'll go test.
The officer is simply trying to ensure that they're separated and that he can keep a handle on the 2 of them. It's hard to know exactly what happened between the man and the woman. The 2 contradict each other, but it quickly devolves into a he said, she said within moments.
Yeah, we have been drinking. I've been drinking.
They admit he was drinking too.
He was drinking too.
All right.
But I've been drinking. I wasn't driving. I was in the passenger seat. He f***ing jumped out. F***ing robbed the goddamn shit out of me. And that dude pulled over and f***ing saw the whole goddamn. That's why he pulled over.
So you're willing to press charges?
I'm pressing charges.
The altercation caused a stop in the couple's cross-country trip to see family and occurred just a few days before they went missing, last heard of from May 8th, 2023. What happened next is anyone's guess, but we do know that the woman, while in the moment insistent that she wanted to press charges, would later go on to recant her request, as it was revealed that this was a mutual altercation. She had been as violent back as he had been to her. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing to our channel before moving on to today's final clip. We post 2 new videos each week, showcasing real-world dangers and crime, keeping you informed about what's happening out there. Make sure to enable post notifications to stay updated with our latest releases. If you enjoyed this video, there are plenty more on our channel that you won't want to miss. But what happens when someone thinks you're missing, but aren't? With the popularity of off-grid living and other alternative lifestyles, it's hard to tell when things will go off the rail. How do you know when people are genuinely missing if they simply decide to leave where they were?
Just making sure you guys are okay. Do you care if I check on the boys real quick? Just make sure everything's good. And then, you think Steven would mind if I stop and talk to him?
No, I don't think he would mind.
We're just trying to close out your missing person report.
Right, yeah.
Because your daughter up there keeps on calling them.
Okay.
And apparently they got the media involved also. So before it becomes national news, we're trying to let everybody know, hey, we found them, they're okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're fine.
All right. You guys all good, boys?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys getting homeschool still? How's that going?
Good.
You learning? All right. So, all right, Monica, that's all I need.
After a missing person report had been filed for the mother and her 2 sons, 9 weeks had gone by with no contact with the outside world. The officer shows up, having tracked down the Illinois family, and performs something of a wellness check on the boys, then goes to find the father, who's working on location.
Mr. Lutz?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Deputy Remote Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know Mr. Chief Riley?
Yeah, I do.
So what we got going on, you and your family have been reported as missing people.
Yeah, I know my daughter's trying to cause a bunch of trouble for us.
So, okay. So you're aware of all that, okay?
Oh, yeah.
It's confirmed with the man that they knew this was becoming an issue. Their daughter, not with them, had gotten the media and local police involved, worried about the welfare of her siblings who had seemingly disappeared without a trace into the night.
Just got away from all the mess.
Yeah. And, you know what, and if you guys want to go, and he really wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He gave me his phone number.
Okay.
Pass on to you.
The estrangement seems to be a point of contention for the man. It may have been an open wound. We don't get much insight into their life situation, but it's not difficult to see why this might be an issue.
It don't have to be anything long or anything.
Yeah.
He just wants to hear your guys' voices. Your wife didn't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
I offered that option to her too, and she said no. But I did tell her, like I'm telling you, you guys are on my body camera.
Yes, sir. I know that.
Because your daughter apparently has got the media involved now.
The media?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So that's why.
I don't know how they found us. I really don't.
They call the individual to confirm the wellness check, but it seems like whatever is going on behind the scenes is irreconcilable. The man explains he doesn't plan on returning and wishes to remain lost, so to speak.
It's up to you what you want to tell me, but are you planning on just living there, or do you have any intentions on coming back?
I'm not coming back.
I'll just give you a heads up. The news caught on to it. I'm going to have to at least release that we've located you.
Yeah, just don't tell them where I'm at, please. You know I'm alive, I'm well, everything's great, everything's good. This officer here can attest to it all, and nobody else needs to know where I'm at. It ain't none of nobody's business.
Well, and I understand that, but you got to understand too, we're going to be getting the pressure from, people ain't going to believe us if we just say we made contact.
Well,
it's nice to know that we can verify something. That's why I suggest calling Brittany and help us out.
He walked away.